Hi again, Edward, artisan, and I have the latest Christèle Jacquemin Memory Lane. Brand new release, just came out like last week, I think. It's a really interesting perfume. It's her most personal creation. Previous ones were really interesting concepts. You know, there was impermanence, underworld, meandering soul, all very kind of spiritual fragrances or like titles. And I tried them all, and I really liked them. Truthfully, I can't remember which ones were which, only because names thematically were so similar. This one is very personal, though. It's you know, based around the idea of nostalgia, of memories, the town where she grew up. And I did a little photo shoot based around the idea of childhood memories, maybe like a birthday party or a tea party on a nice summer's day. We have little blossoms and meringues and cupcakes and raspberries and cordial and everything like that. The notes in here are meringue, there's parsley. You get a little bit of the parsley. It's not very green. There's just like a bit of that interesting sharpness. Parsley has the kind of like, to me it's soapy, but I know that depends on the person when I taste it, but it has a nice green cleanliness to it, so that there's like that clean kind of green parsley in here in the opening, but it doesn't ever overshadow the rest of the notes. So there's also meringue, there's Snagarmotha or Cypriol, which is usually used as an oud replacer. There's actually white oud in here. I've never smelled white oud raw, but the way I interpret this is it kind of has like a white pepper kind of woody, almost pastry-like note to it. Also has magnolia. I couldn't pick any magnolia, but I did find a magnolia bush, and I will post that photo as well. There's also clove, myrrh, and green vanilla. Green vanilla is an interesting note. I haven't smelt it raw. I've smelt it in one other perfume in Wilhelm's Poets of Berlin, I believe. I think it's used much more intelligently in this one. Along with the parsley, there's like that clean white pepper pastry-like note to it. But overall, I'm getting like a ruby chocolate vibe to this. I think it's quite compelling. I'm not sure if I would have gotten Memory Lane without the concept there explained to me, but it does remind me of childhood memories, but seen from the viewpoint as an adult. That's why it's Memory Lane. There's kind of like a dustiness to it, a haze or a filter or a fog. It's like an idea of this day, of this time in your life, but you can't pinpoint it. It's like shooting through a lens, and that lens is not focused properly. There's a bit of blurring to it. It's like shooting through dusty glass or something. So there's a bit of that dustiness to it that I really enjoy. It's kind of tinged by bitterness, so turning into an adult and no longer having that time as a child, no longer just being able to find, you know, the delight in the simplest of things like too much whipped cream or smelling rose blossoms or eating a raspberry and not worrying about your fingers and your mouth being all red from the pulp. Kids just are kids. They just live every day to the fullest. And I think there's a really nice nostalgia about this. And it's not golden age thinking, so it's not like that time was completely blissful. Like there was also pain. It really interprets through that kind of dusty, pungent note of the oud. I recommend you try Memory Lane as a perfume. It's very interesting. I think the concept is fantastic. I think this one might be maybe not my favorite from the perfumer, but it is definitely the most striking. Actually, scratch that. It is my favorite from the perfumer. Check it out. Memory Lane. Bye, guys.